I did my practicum in 100 Mile House, BC. 100 Mile is a community of around 2,000, less than 2,000 people, but lots of small surrounding communities that feed into the school. So I was at Peterskeen Ogden Secondary School, which is around 500 students of grade 8 to 12 students. And I taught 2 grade 8 humanities classes, so blending social studies and English, and a grade 9 English class. And I felt like being in a smaller community where like the culture in the community and the place is so embedded in the learning already really gave me like some practical and unique experience to do that kind of place-conscious pedagogy. So one of the things that I did during my practicum was try to connect some of my units to the local community in a way that felt really authentic. For grade 8, I did like a Renaissance unit, and I tied it to the current Indigenous Renaissance that's happening in Canada as referenced by Jeremy Dutcher. And I brought in a lot of local Secwepemc art and literature, and it gave the students a lot of material that they could connect to and see themselves in. So we looked at artwork like Caribou Renaissance by an artist named Tanya Willard, and this other one called Caribou Cowboy. It was a screen print painting by an artist named Roy Henry Vickers. And yeah, that one was like one that the students were like, they loved it because there's a lot of like farm kids and they're like, yeah, Caribou Cowboy. So they felt very like connected to it, so yeah. I think there's just so much unique experiences and opportunities in the North. Just being in a community where there's so many surrounding rural communities that bring in all these different perspectives and practices that they do. And yeah, it just makes for a lot of unique opportunities for a teacher, but also they're so welcoming to people. Like when I got there, I had so many people like at the school and outside of the school that were like really eager to make me feel welcomed and like I belonged there. Like I went on kayak and canoe trips with people, got to go out to some of the rural communities with my mentor teacher and like learn a lot more about the surrounding communities and what was important to them. Went to like some choir shows. Like there's just so much going on in these small communities and you really get a sense of the community and the culture there. I grew up in a small town myself. I grew up in Falkland, BC, which is like less than 1,000 people. It's very small. A lot of people think that there aren't as many opportunities in these smaller communities, but I think as a teacher we have all of these, like this knowledge that we can bring, and it can make the education flourish there if we're passionate about it. I think in the future I definitely want to go like work in some other rural districts.